Hello, I'm joined by Sean Murray, who's a Senior Sales Operations Manager here at Panasonic.
Correct.
Nice to see you, Sean. And we're actually standing in an area which is used for refurbing machines, repairing heads or refurbishing heads and that type of thing.
Correct.
Which is a very big part of the operation here in North America. I think it's important to see, for viewers to see that you have such great capability and commitment over here to the US market. Tell us some of the things that you're doing here.
Sure. Yeah, so the refurb group is an important part of our solutions effort, and that we have to understand that if you're in the business as long as Panasonic's been in the business, you need to look at the entire equipment life cycle.
Right.
So at the end of a machine's useful life for one customer, it may become useful for another customer who's just starting out.
Right.
So what we do, thankfully Panasonic is a global company with a true global reach. So we can extend our network out worldwide to find the right machines, because we don't want to refurbish just any Panasonic machines. Sometimes they've been through way too much and it's ready for them to go. But within a certain bandwidth of machine that's still in good shape, can be completely refurbished, those are the ones we want. Right. So we'll search worldwide for them, we'll bring them back here and completely rebuild them. And on average it takes about 1 man-month to refurbish a machine. Right. So we replace everything that's consumable. We take care of it to the point where it can be warrantied again. So we get it to the point where it's as close to as good as new as possible.
Belts, new motors.
Correct.
All the wearable parts.
Correct.
Right.
And then when we're done, we've got a machine that, again, maybe an older vintage, but for a customer that's value focused, looking for a good deal on a machine, they can get into a Panasonic machine at a very affordable price, typically 30 to 50% lower price than a new machine.
Right. With a warranty with it?
Correct, with a warranty, with all the services that would come with a new machine.
Right.
So technical support, service contracts, training, the whole Panasonic support package.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So typically a lot of the machines you're bringing back are second generation, really.
Correct. Yeah.
Because they last so well.
Sure.
That it takes them a while to come back. But it's interesting to see that you bring them back here and you completely overhaul them.
Yeah.
And this is supported by a huge inventory system that we're going to see back behind these doors behind us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
over
you've quite a commitment in terms of spare parts and things like that.
Yes. So at a minimum, we maintain our machines for 7 years after the last date of sale. Yeah. But in practice, we maintain our machines for far longer. So right. we do have machines that are in the field for 20 years and still operational. To maintain that, over $9 million worth of spare parts in the warehouse at any given time, often more. But again, the important thing is to make sure that our customers who need parts to keep those machines running have them. So Panasonic actively goes out and makes sure that even if it's an older model, we can still get parts for it.
Right. And that's all here in the US, so we're not waiting for it all coming from Japan.
Correct. Exactly.
Well, very interesting.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Another thing we do while I have you here, in addition to the machines, we also do full rebuild on the placement heads. So if a customer has an older model or even a current model, although it doesn't happen to the current machines very often, but let's say a 602 or a 402, if the head wears out and needs to be rebuilt, we can rebuild the head. Part of that service is we can send a good or rebuilt head to the customer, so they can have no downtime functionally, they just swap heads, they send us their old one, we'll completely rebuild it as well too. And on the head rebuilds, same situation. Anything that could fail on the machine, it's taken off and thrown away. We don't evaluate whether it still has some life in it or not. Right. It's gone, all new parts. So the time you're done, you get functionally a new head. So we tear it down to the core. Right. If the customer wants to keep the head we sent them as a loaner, they can, or we can send them their original one back. Right. So either way, they like to run. Last thing too, so if it's not a matter of refurbishing the head, we also have head diagnostics on the machine, so you can actively do planned maintenance or preventative maintenance on your heads. Yeah. And we have tools that you can actually put in the machine, 5 minutes for one side of a machine, takes all the nozzle holders off, cleans all the shafts, puts it all back together, hands-free. So before you get to the point where it needs remodeling, refurbishing, we can do full maintenance to keep it running for as long as possible. Correct.
What about customization? Even on new machines, do you do that sort of thing here with local partners?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So, of course, a big part of making sure we have the solutions that a specific customer has at a specific time is also making sure it's available when they need it. So to do that, we have this center completely ready to refurbish, or not refurbish, to customize a machine or reconfigure a machine here at any time. So we can order from the factory sort of base machines. We find the solution that fits what the specific customer needs. We can either change the heads with Panasonic heads here, or if the customer needs specific tooling or specific board support from a third party, we can do it all here.
Right.
So
right.
they.
Excellent.
Yep.
And maybe my final question here is regarding all the equipment you see next door in this Cloud9 Innovation Center.
Yes.
When you start selling full line solutions with a single point of contact,
Yes.
are you going to start then warehousing and doing some maintenance and stuff like that on third-party machines here?
Yes, we're actually in active discussions to see how far to take that, but we do already in some respects. Meaning the project management, of course, for the entire line, for our partners as well as ours, is handled by Panasonic. During the warranty period, the customer definitely has one point of contact, so if any machine has an issue, whether it's the oven, the inspection machines, or the Panasonic pick and place, they call us. We do some installation on some of our partners' products, and we're beginning to do some maintenance. So I think just depending on how much sort of makes sense, how much the market wants us to take, I believe we'll take that relationship further.
Excellent. Well, exciting times, big changes.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Sean.
Trevor, thank you.